With me in studio is Business Development Officer Kadine Francis. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak.
Good morning, and thank you very much.
And we also have Michel Attorney at Law, and Anderson Stanislaus, Managing Director at Streamline Networks. So thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. All right. So, Kadine, tell us about exactly what you're doing. You're a Business Development Officer.
Correct.
What company is it, and what exactly do you do?
Right. Currently, I am a Business Development Manager, like you stated, with a company called CILC Action Coach. Action Coach is actually an international franchise. It was started back in 1993 by an Australian gentleman called Brad Sugars. And Action Coach offers business coaching services. Now, I know a lot of people will ask, what is that? The best example I can give in terms of explaining it, teams and athletes have coaches. A coach would give them direction, would train them, would prepare them for whatever particular event or sport that they're engaged in. They will help them identify their strengths, to improve on them, to work on them, also their weaknesses at the same time. However, when it comes to the actual day of the event or the game, a coach has to stay on the sidelines and observe what he has prepared that particular athlete or team to do. And it's up to them to get out there and do their best to bring that trophy or that medal home. So in the same way, a business coach works alongside a business entity to guide them, to counsel them, to train them and prepare them as best as possible for the game of business.
Okay.
So it's a very hands-on, in-depth personal relationship that is formed between that business coach and the business entity to ensure that at the end of the day, they get the results, the profits, the revenue that they're looking to have.
Right.
So that's the gist of what Action Coach is all about and what we offer.
Okay. So do you actually work with employees to make them better at their work? Is it about increasing profits for the business?
It's all about that.
Okay.
It's working with employers as well, because for a group or business to improve, it has to start with the head, with the top, the person in charge. If they don't see the need or the vision to get things right, then you can't expect the people that follow you to feel the need to change. So we work primarily initially with the managers, the executives, the bosses, the supervisors, find out from them what the issues are, the obstacles that they're facing in their company, whether it's team related, maybe issue with staffing, you have to keep hiring and firing, what's the reason for that? Maybe you're not seeing the sort of revenues and profits that you're looking for. So we engage in a conversation, you tell us what your issues are, the concerns that you have, and then we decide how we can best work together and help you to overcome that.
And is it like a one-time training, or it can take place in a series of trainings, or you have established relationships with a business and it can go on for, you know, years?
You're getting there, I like where you're going. It's not a one-time training. That's actually how we somewhat differentiate ourselves between coaches and consultants. With the one-time training, you come for a day or a week, depending on how long that particular session is, and then you're kind of left on your own as the business owner to figure it out or to continue what you learned in that 3-4 hours.
Right.
With coaching, it's a continuous relationship. That word is key, relationship. It's not a one-off something. So yes, you come to sessions, you come to workshops, and you come to different programs. We host those, but we work with you outside of that or after that fact as well. We don't just leave you on your own to figure it out. Change takes a while. No one is going to flip a switch in a minute. You're stuck in your habits and your ways over a period of years. So it's going to take you probably the same amount of years to get over it and to overcome it. So coaching works with you over an extended period of time to ensure that you get the results that you want to.
Right. Can you just highlight some of the key things that would be in any given training session?
Sure. I would say all of Action Coach's programs and seminars are based on 2 foundational principles. One is the 6 steps to massive results. I actually have slides. Slide 1, perfect, thank you. So I'll give you a visual. It's actually like a staircase, as you can see. 6 steps to massive results. You start off with mastery, which is the main step, the first step. What is your overall vision or goal or picture for why you got into this business in the first place? Where did it start from? What was your intention? What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your clients? That's the first step, to determine that, because once you know that, then you'll know where you need to go from there.
Right.
The second step is niche. What segment of the overall market are you trying to target? Are you trying to zoom in on? For instance, if you're selling shoes, are you selling shoes to everyone? Men, women, children, or are you just focusing on women? If you're focusing on only women, what type of shoes are you selling? Are you selling high heels? Are you selling slippers? Are you selling sneakers? So determine your niche market, go after it, so that way you have a predictable cash flow. You know exactly what customers you're targeting and how much they're going to spend with you, what you're going to purchase or sell to them. The third step is leverage. That means systemizing the business. What can you do to ensure that your processes run smoothly, they run efficiently, they're consistent? It should be predictable when a customer comes to you. For instance, if I go to a bar to purchase a mojito, for instance, I should be guaranteed that it will look and taste the same every single time.
Right.
The glass that it's served in should be the same. The contents should be mixed the exact same way. Because you have a different bartender on that particular dish, it shouldn't taste different, because there should be a particular mixture that everyone is familiar with and does all the time. That's a simple example of a system, consistency. The fourth step is team. You hear it all the time. You can't find good employees. They don't work hard. They're so lazy. If you don't find the right people to work in your business, you're going to have a problem. So Action Coach helps you to identify the right people, to hire them correctly, to interview them correctly, because the interview process is something that poses a lot of problem for a lot of people. The fifth step star is synergy. When you have all the bottom layers working in harmony together, everything comes together as one, then ideally you'll get the results that you're looking for. And results, that's the final step, the sixth step. So a lot of our programs teach this foundation in lots of different ways, and some of them go into a lot more depth than others. Another foundational principle is the 5 ways to increase profits. That's slide number 2. All right, if we could put it up on the screen. But the 5 ways actually links back into the 6 steps as well. So the 5 ways to proven profits. Now, all businesses, you have your customers, you have your revenue, you have your profit. Those 3 elements are results of 5 other key areas. So if you want to have a lot of more customers, if you want to increase your revenue, if you want to increase your profit, what are the 5 other areas you need to work on to ensure that those 3 results are what you want them to be? For customers, the number of leads times the conversion rate. So the amount of people that you attract to your door is 1. But once they come to your door, how do you get them to actually buy something from you? So that'll be the conversion rate. So the number of leads, the more people you have coming to you, and the more people you get to buy from you, that determines the customers you would have in your business. Now once you have those customers, how many times do they come back to you a week? If I come once, if I come twice, if I come 3 times, when I come each time, how much money do I spend with you? Is it just $1? Is it $2? Is it $3? How do I get myself to spend $50 or $100 or $200 every time I come to your door? So that will determine your revenue. Once that happens and you have revenue coming in, your profit margins, based on how high or low it is, will determine your overall profit that you could take to the bank. So that's a gist of what the 5 ways is all about. And the 5 ways and the 6 steps are the foundational principles that Action Coaches programs teach to clients on a larger scale.
Fantastic. Yep. Now, tell us some of your success stories. I noticed you brought along some persons here with you.
I did, I have. Actually, I'll let them tell their success stories. This is Michel, Attorney of Los. She's one of our clients in Action Club, as well as Anderson, Stanis Claus from Streamline Network. So I'll let them say whatever they'd like to.
So tell us, Michelle.
Well, Action Coach, for me, I think it has exceeded my expectations. I have started my own firm. Although I would have had years of experience as an attorney, I decided to branch off on my own, in very uncharted waters. And I quickly recognized that apart from having the skill to provide the service for your clients, you also have to have the skill to build and to grow your business. And that is completely different from what you learn in law school. So Action Coach sort of helps you to enhance your business by, just learning solid principles which you can apply every day to grow your business. One thing that Action Coach teaches is that a business is a profitable commercial enterprise that works without you. And for me, that's very, very important, because you want to know that if something, for some reason, you can't be there or whatever else, your business still continues to grow. It works without you. You're able to profit from it. It's a win-win situation. So Action Coach is all about, apart from Kadine as coordinator, always, keeping in touch with us, making sure that things are going well. We would have fortnightly sessions with a coach. And basically, it's an in-house session which lasts about 3 hours. And we can ask all sorts of questions in an open forum. And then every week in between those sessions, we would have follow-up calls with our coach. And we have what is called home fun, which is homework. It's a new thing. And, it just ensures that you sort of understand the principles and that you're applying them in your business, because obviously it makes no sense going to these sessions and then not really getting the benefit. So Action Coach makes sure that you sort of see the benefit. And another thing that they always remind us is that they guarantee success or you get your money back.
Nice.
So, with that kind of you know,
you literally have nothing to lose.
Exactly, you have nothing to lose. And I would like to encourage all young business owners, entrepreneurs, even persons who feel that they are in business for a long time, to come in and to you know, experience it, because there's also Growth Club, I believe, which is every quarter of the year, and that's sort of like a whole day session. And it's a good introduction to what Action Coach has to offer. So you can actually do this one session. You get a 90-day plan for your business, and then you can determine from there whether, okay, do I need to refresh myself, you know, fine-tune, modernize my principles, and then you can join Action Coach, which is really what happened to me. You know, I attended a Growth Club session, and I felt that there was quite a bit to offer. So I would encourage all persons out there that, you know, you feel that you want to really turn your skill into a profitable enterprise. And that's really what it is. You have the ability in whatever field that you are in, but how do you translate that into a successful business, into cash? You know, which at the end of the day we all want to achieve. So it's really about building a business culture throughout the region of, you know, with our Caribbean people, of thinking and doing like successful entrepreneurs.
And how long have you been part of the Action Coach?
Well, my first Growth Club would have been in December, and I started Action Coach in January. So I've really had about 6 sessions.
Wow. And you're already seeing results. Okay, great.
Definitely.
Nice. And how long have you been with Action Coach?
I have been to several sessions before. Kadine invited me out. But now we started Action Coach in January as well, so it's about the same 6 sessions.
And tell us about your business and how Action Coach would have, you know, helped it.
Well, I'm into ICT, IT. Streamline Networks is about computer repairs, networking, telephony, and those sort of things. For me, I went into business because I was passionate about what I did. I love IT, and then it was a shocker. It was like, you know, it's not only repairs, it's, you know, you have to know how to run your business, and it has to be profitable. So in speaking to Kadine, she encouraged me to, you know, try this thing. And for me, Action Coach, what jumped out at me was things like the blinding flashes of the obvious, BFOs. It's things that you know already, you understand? But we don't put it into action. We don't act on it, right? And then the home fun, it is not necessarily homework. For example, you go to school and you do homework and you basically put it away, right? But the home fun is actually stuff that you have to do in your business, right? You have to do your cash flow projection, and you know, you have to come up with marketing strategies. It's actual stuff that you do in your business, right? And then Action Coach teaches you how to work, and I made a mistake there. It teaches you how to work on your business and not in your business. And the difference is that my pastor put it this way as well: heads up and heads down, right? And one is actually doing the work, or that's working in your business. Working on your business is actually looking forward and chatting the way ahead.
Wow.
All right. So it has been, you know, just eye-opening for me. And as Michel said, actually being an employee and being an owner of a business is 2 different things. And we're constantly learning how to live to be above the line and not below the line. Right? Where you take responsibility and ownership instead of blaming your employees when something ain't get done properly. As Mr. Blanchard would say, you hire them.
Exactly.
You understand? So, you know, it is great. And for I would encourage young business owners as well. Even though you think, sometimes we say, you know what, I know that. Because a lot of the things, you know, I've been to leadership courses, and a lot of the things I've heard already. You understand? But as I said, we fail to put them into action. We fail to act on them. And Action Coach pushes you to do that. The fortnightly classes and the follow-up calls. You understand? It's something I really appreciate. Somebody calls you and find out if you do your homework or your home fun. You understand? And they would help you through any issues you have. And the open forum as well is really good. You can openly discuss issues that you're having in your business. and they would offer suggestions. Everybody in the class would input and say, well, you can do this, you can do that. This worked for me. And it's a nice forum as well to network.
Yeah.
You understand? Meet business owners. My aim is to make sure I get business from everybody in my class.
And he's coming to see me this morning.
And I'm coming to see her. I'm going to see her this morning.
Nice. So y'all have a little good relationship going.
If I may, what I will do, just to expound on what both Michelle and Anderson said, I'll explain a bit more about some of the programs that we do. So what Michelle and Anderson were explaining, and the program that they're currently enrolled in is called Action Club. Now, Action Club is a 12-session series that runs over an entire 6-month period. So every 2 weeks, you have a session. Every session relates to a different business topic. So whether it's cash flow and basic accounting and how to do your books and to read profit and loss and balance sheets, a lot of business owners have problems with that. So we kind of go through the basics with you. Also to profit generation, leveraging and implementing systems within your business, getting the right team, building the right team and finding the right employees and staff for your business. Those are all different subjects or topics that are covered during Action Club. So we have a program, or another session I should say, next Thursday. What we normally do, and I think I did that for Michelle and Anderson, I invite you to come to the first session for free. Come, sit, taste, feel it. At the end of the day, some people, before they commit to anything, they want to experience it first. So we give you that opportunity. Come, sit in, observe, listen. If you want to have questions, do that. And at the end of it, most persons have signed up. I think 90% of the persons who have done that have decided, you know what, this is something I want to be involved in. So that definitely works. So we have a session next week, Thursday. We have it after working hours, so you don't have to compromise your regular work day. We start from 6 at the Public Workers Union. Give me a call, persons, and we could arrange something. I should have my contact slide up on the screen with my number and email. Right? Another program that we offer that Michelle mentioned is called Growth Club. We also have a session next week, Wednesday, the 22nd. Growth Club is a one-day comprehensive planning session. A lot of business owners don't take the time, or they probably don't feel the need or see the importance of really sitting down and deciding what your goals are over X period of time. There's a saying that goes, businesses that plan to fail, businesses that fail to plan to fail. Okay. Right, let me get that right. So that's what Growth Club is all about. It's forcing you to step out of your business, sit in a room with other business managers and owners like yourself, and to really decide, you know what, over the next 90-day period, what are the 5, 10, 15 goals that I have to accomplish for my business, and maybe the 2, 3, or 5 that I really want to accomplish for myself personally. Because you're a whole person. You have a personal side and your business side. So we help you figure out both. It gives you direction, it gives you focus, it helps you to prioritize. So you realize, I'm wasting money, I'm wasting time, I'm wasting energy on these 3 things that are not helping me advance to my main goal. So it just helps you to put things in perspective and to really focus. So we're having that program next week, Wednesday on the 22nd. Anyone who would like to attend, we still have a few seats available. Feel free to give me a call, 449-1011. Anyone who says they heard it on Daybreak, I will offer you a discount off the regular cost. So don't miss out, jump on it while you can. But I really think it will be to everyone's benefit to do that. We also have a few webinars coming up, a new series of programs that will be starting where you can stay in the comfort of your office or your home office or your workplace. And we will go through programs with you via a web program. It's just an hour. On a particular day. So that's a new series of programs that will be targeting even executives. So those big organizations, the banks, the insurance houses, the utility companies, we're catering for you as well, where you can do that from within your comfort zone. So that's something you'll be hearing a lot more of as it comes on board.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing, such good business tips. And of course, you can always contact Kadine if you want to improve that business of yours, right? Is it also open to persons, new business owner people?
Anybody.
Okay.
You could be thinking of starting off, or you just started off, or you could be in it for 50 years. We have no limitations.
Fantastic.
It doesn't matter the type of business you're in. It doesn't matter the size of the business. It applies all over.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Anderson, Michelle, and Kadine. Thank you.
Thank you very much.